Good evening and welcome. It's Red Corner's League prediction time, and this is League 2, 8 o'clock. This program is proudly sponsored by EasyStories.com for all your local and nationwide needs, and of course, Boxing Fight Zone for merchandise. There you go, Canelo's Crown, Crawford, King of Boxing. There, all great stuff. Find them out in the bio, and yeah, have a good peruse and see what you want. Welcome, gentlemen. I'm joined by both 20 and NB Rectum, two of the more reliable of the predictors in season 1 in League 2. Welcome, gentlemen. Now, if we go back to last week, it was a horrendous week all round. We can all, appreciate, but Rick lost a wee bit of ground. 20, you gained momentum. Flash Ash Lane is in third place, and he's hopefully chasing down that promotion spot, which is currently held by Lee Brown. And of course, our leader, Big Rye from Scotland, who's 25 points or something like that in front of Lee. So there's not a great deal. I mean, of course, I'm out of this by a long way, but 20, I was legally, I actually won last week over the two leagues. So I'm catching you, mate. And you had a strong week yourself compared to the others. So, yeah, we're catching them. We're catching them slowly. But let's get back to this week. Fight week 17. And we're going to start off with a light heavyweight affair between Albert Ramirez of Venezuela, 33-year-old southpaw with 21 wins, 18 inside the distance. He's unbeaten. He was last out in June with a TKO win in the second round versus Mick Flannery. It was 13-0 at the time. He was unbeaten. But his opponent is Jerome Pompalone of Great Britain, 29-year-old orthodox with a record of 19 wins, 12 inside the distance, 2 defeats. Last out in February with a TKO loss in the first round, TKO win, I should say, in the first round versus Plazada Boumlaret, or whatever that name is. I think he's Belgium, who was 34-31 at the time. So let's go to some of the boys who are not here. So we're going to go to Jack Hughes, a professional boxer. He's currently in camp. He has gone for a knockout for Ramirez. If I go to the Flash Ash Lane, who's in third place, he's gone for knockout Ramirez. If I go to Lee, he's gone knockout Ramirez. And so is Ryan. So it's across the board so far. So what do you see, Jack? Rick. Jack.
So I've gone for Ramirez TKO as well.
You have indeed. Thanks for that. And 20?
Yeah, I've gone for a Ramirez knockout as well, yeah.
Yeah, good man. I've actually gone for a Ramirez unanimous decision. I think he'll hold out. I just think, I don't think the opposition has been as good as Pompalone's over that course, but we'll see. Big up to everybody in the chat. We've got Hawkeye Rings on live. We've got 20's mum. Hello, mum. How you doing? She's saying hello to 20 and Bay Rick. And of course, we got Jams here. He says he's got the UD too. But let's go to the second fight, right? This is a featherweight affair between Marco Coelho of Argentina, 24-year-old orthodox with 15 wins, 12 inside the distances unbeaten. Sergio Jimenez is his opponent. He's 24 also from Mexico. He's also unbeaten with a record of 19 wins with 7 inside the distance. Coelho, though, he was last out in February with a knockout TKO win in the 10th round versus Christian Barreda, who was 22-1-7 at the time, 22-1-1. Goodness gracious. And his opponent, Jimenez, was last out in May with a TKO win in the first round versus Gustavo Molina, who was 24-27-0. So if I go to us first, I'm going to go to myself, and I've gone for majority decision win versus Jimenez for Coelho. I do believe the judges will give Jimenez at least one draw. What does 20 say?
Yeah, I've gone for the Coelho knockout.
You have indeed. Thank you, Rick.
I've gone exactly the same. Coelho knockout.
You've also, and I'll tell you what, so have all 6 of you against me, who's gone for majority decision. And everybody in League One has gone for a knockout as well. So I stand alone. Right, third fight, Umia. Sofiane Umia, France, 30, Orthodox, versus Francisco Fonseca, Nicaraguan, 31, Orthodox. Umia, with a record of 6 wins, 3 inside the distance, and undefeated, was last out in April with a UD win versus Edivaldo Ortega, who was 31-2-1 at the time. Nice record. Fonseca was last out in April with her 36 wins, 29 inside the distance. Bloody hell. For a woman, that's it's not even a woman, it's a man. That's an incredible record. 4-2 up against a 6-0 of this fight, and he was last out in April with a UD win over 8 rounds versus Eric Encinia, who was 29-1. Right, let's go with you, 20.
Yeah, I've gone for the Uemia UD.
You did. Rick,
I've actually gone for Fonseca UD.
you did, mate. Jack Hughes has gone for the knockout for Umia. So has Ash. Lee has gone for a UD win 20 for Umia, as has the leader Ryan. But I'm with you, Rick. I've gone for a split decision win for Fonseca. So, good fight. Look forward to that outcome. Moving on. And this is Mike Perez back for Cuba cruiserweight, the Southpaw, up against Christian Luis of Argentina, 33-year-old Orthodox. Perez with a record of 31 wins, 22 inside the distance, 3 defeats, 1 draw. Last out in June with a TKO win in the 9th round versus the Irishman Stephen Ward, who was 15-3-0. Luis was last out in March with a TKO win in the 2nd round versus Eduardo Calzagio, who was 15-2-1. Let's go to some of the guys who are not here. Jack Hughes has gone for Perez knockout, so has Ash, so has Lee, so has Ryan. I've gone for a knockout as well. I'm going to suppose you two have done exactly the same. Just to confirm, you've both gone for a knockout.
Yep.
Yeah, knockout.
Great stuff. Moving on. We go to Argentina versus Mexico once again, and this is a super featherweight affair between Jose Aguero of Argentina, 24-year-old Orthodox, versus Diego Alaman of Mexico, who's 30. Aguero with a record of 13 wins, 7 inside the distance, and is unbeaten. And he was last out in May with a UD win in the 10th round versus Brian Farias, who was 8-3-0. Alaman, who's got a record of 20 wins, 14 inside distance, 3 defeats, 1 draw. And he was last out in August with a TKO win in the 3rd round versus Jose Jaramillo, who was 16-9-1. Go to you first, 20.
Yeah, I hate to say it being a United fan, but I've gone for a Aguero unanimous decision.
I just got that, yes. Rick?
I've gone exactly the same. So Aguero UD.
You have indeed. I've gone for Aguero split decision. Jack has gone for Aguero UD. Ash has gone for the knockout. So has Lee, but Ryan has gone for the unanimous decision as well. Right, let's move on. This is an all-American affair between Andrew Murphy and Jeremiah Sierra. Andrew Murphy, 25-year-old Orthodox, in the super middleweight affair, who against Jeremiah Sierra, 28-year-old Southpaw. Murphy, 10 wins, 7 inside the distance, unbeaten. Last out in April with a TKO win in the 7th round versus Justin Gunter. Sierra, who was last out in June with his 4-1 inside the distance, 2 defeats, and all record, where he won over 4 rounds at UD win versus Derek Holm, who was 1-0-0. Right. This one's not exactly going to take off, I can imagine here. Ryan has gone for the knockout for Murphy. So has Lee. Ash has gone for the UD. Jack has gone for the knockout. I've gone for the knockout. You two guys, same thing? Confirm?
Yeah, knockout for Murphy.
Yep, Murphy TKO.
Any particular reason why? I just think this guy's too strong.
Yeah, I think too strong. It's going to be too good, too strong.
Yeah, the other guy's got a horrendous record as well. So, in the event of big fights, this is what I was resorted to, gentlemen. Going back to, let's go back to a light middleweight affair between an American and a Canadian. Maricela Corneo, 38-year-old American Orthodox, 19 wins, 7 decided distance with the 7 defeats, last out in August 2024 with that UD loss over 10 rounds versus Cecilia Brackers. Natasha Spence is 40 and Orthodox with 8 wins, 6 inside the distance with the 8 defeats. Last out in April, the UD loss over 8 rounds versus Eli Carranza, who was 10-1 and 0. Let's go to you first, Rick. You're muted, mate. There you go.
Sorry, I've gone for a Spence split decision.
You did indeed. Spence, split decision. Could have a great night. Rick, 20.
Yeah, I've gone for the Carnegie unanimous decision.
You did indeed. So did Jack, and
I
so
was
did I.
I was wanting an ice cream at the time, and all I could see was Cornetto, so that's what she did for it.
Yes, a unanimous decision, no doubt. So is Ash, so is Ryan, and so is Lee. All gone for unanimous decisions for Cornejo. Suspiciously like Cornetto. But yes, Rick, you are alone over the 2 leagues for Spence. So good luck with that one, mate. Could be a make or break week for you catching them leaders. Let's go to the next fight. Shannon O'Connell of Australia versus Jackie Toth of Australia. This is a super light bantamweight affair. O'Connell 42 Orthodox, 25 wins, 12 inside the distance with 8 defeats, 1 draw. Last out in December last year with a split decision win over 8 rounds versus Jasmine Park. Jackie Toth, 36 Orthodox, 3 wins, 2 inside the distance, 3 defeats. Last out in April, this UD win over 6 rounds versus Danny Mace with a lovely record of 0-4-0 when she fought her. I said in this fight that O'Connell will win by UD. 20.
I agree with you, Mr. Neutral. O'Connell, UD.
Okay, then thank you, sir. And Rick,
I've gone for the KO for O'Connell.
you have indeed. You think, yeah, could be there in there. Another point grabber there if you get that one right, mate. Everyone else has gone for UD over the 2 leagues. Right. Moving on to the next fight, and this is super middleweight affair between 2 Australians. It's Jack Bowen and Brian Roberts. Jack Bowen, 29, with a record of 11 wins, 8 inside the distance, 1 defeat. Last out in March with a UD win over 8 rounds versus Shigaliev, who was 9-1-1. Roberts, 36, Orthodox, coming down in weight from light heavyweight. He's got a record of 10 wins, 1 inside the distance, 5 defeats. Last out in December last year with the majority decision win versus Nawai over 10 rounds. Now, let's go to you first, Rick, please.
So I've gone for Bowen UD.
You did. 20.
Yeah, I think this is it's going to be a good fight. This, I think, probably one of the best on the card because the card's not the greatest, but
Yeah.
I'm going for a Bowen UD as well.
Fantastic. So have I. But all the others in the league have gone for the knockout for Bowen. And I can see in League One, Bowen did get the knockout prediction from all the guys in League One. But us 3, we see something different, guys. Hopefully,
Just with Roberts coming down away, I just feel like he won't
That's
get
what
knocked
got
out.
me.
You know what I mean?
He's got a winning resume.
Yeah.
Light heavyweight. But whether it's a cut, I have to say, we'll have to see if that's affected him. Right, moving on. 115-pound fight between Nasilia Costello of Australia and Hayley Finlayson of Australia. Now, this is a bit of a banana skin in this fight. This Costello was last out in March with a UD loss over 8 rounds versus Brianna Harrison. And Hayley Finlayson was last out in April with a UD win over 6 rounds versus Ali Jensen. Let's see. Costello's got a record of 5 wins, 3 inside the distance with 5 defeats, 1 draw. Finlayson has got a record of 1 win, 1 defeat. There's a cracking fight, this. Now, I'm going to come to 20 first because in every show that we do,
Every
20,
show.
every show,
I just
20
don't know how these have got on this card. To be honest, there's something dodgy's going on there for them to get on this card because they're both terrible.
especially after
But,
my prediction. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have gone for the draw for this one because I'm thinking maybe they're going to try and get them out on the next card as well. Do you know?
Yeah.
I think someone's taking a backhander somewhere.
So you have gone for the draw. Right. By the way, not the only guy, because in League One, the league leader, Håkan, who reigns supreme with the healthiest lead, has gone for the draw as well. So you're not alone.
Oh well, I'm double safe then. If Håkan's gone for the draw, I'm happy days. I am happy days. I might put a few quid on that now as well.
It might be a good idea because Rick, you've gone for the.
I've gone for Costello UD.
You have indeed. I have also gone for a draw. 20.
Oh wow!
I did that last night. I went, no, I'm having a draw on this, and I'll tell you what, I reckon 20 will go for it as well, and he did. Jack Hughes has gone for a majority decision for Costello. Ash has gone for a unanimous decision. Lee's gone for a majority decision, and Ryan has gone for a UD. So this one is point separated because it seems like everybody's gone so far with each other. Right, moving on to the next fight. And this is super lightweight affair between John Manu of Australia and Alexander Deviatov of Australia. This is another a real difficult fight to predict because Manu's 28, he's a southpaw. He's 15 wins, 10 inside the distance with 1 defeat and 1 draw. He was last out in March with a TKO win in the 3rd round versus Jalen Tate, who was 16-1-0. Great record. Deviatov, however, he's an orthodox, and he's got a record of 16 wins, 14 inside the distance, and is undefeated. He was last out in May of 2024 with a UD win over 10 rounds versus Karthik Kamur, who was 13-1-0 at the time. Great fight. I think this is probably going to, if we were to watch it, it'd be one of the fights off the card. Now, variations here in not only this league, but League Two. So we're going to start off with the guys that are not here. We've got Jack Hughes has gone for the knockout for Deviatov. I've gone for the knockout for Deviatov. However, we've got Ash Lane has got unanimous decision for Manu. Split decision says Lee for Manu, and Ryan says knockout for Manu. What do you see, Rick?
So personally, I've gone for Manu unanimous decision.
You have indeed. Thank you very much for confirmation. 20, can I confirm what you said?
Yeah, well, because I went for Aguero before, I thought it's only right that I went with Manu. It's pronounced Manu. So for all the other fans that have gone for it, they've gone for Manu. Yeah, I've gone for Manu knockout.
I love it. I wish, I didn't even notice that. I should have known. Håkan Ringside Live says Manu TKO sold his jams here in the background. Get in 20. Mom, Manu fans, I remember the great Alex Ferguson. Oh, because he managed he managed St Mirren back in the day before he went to Aberdeen and then went to Man United. I followed him ever since, I was a wee boy. And that team, the teams that man produced over the years was just a joy to watch in that time, in that childhood. I'll never forget it. Wonderful memories. But I'm still a man. I'm still a St. Mirren man first and foremost. And that'll never change. Up the buddies, the Saints are going to go marching on this season, 2025-26. But we got to get back to boxing. Listen, guys, I've got a bit of an apology. I mean, I threw a BKFC boxing match in here by mistake. I don't know how I've done that. But here it is what it is. It's down on paper. It's on print. It's a middleweight affair between Adam De Freitas and Skylar Mola. Now, Adam De Freitas, he's 37-year-old Canadian, has got an unenviable record of 0 wins, 2 defeats, and 0 draws. He was last out in March where he got knocked out in the second round by Morris Horn. And Skylar Mola, 25-year-old American Orthodox, he's got the 1 win. And that was in June of this year with a TKO win in the first round versus Bryant McClan, who was 0-1-0 at the time. Oh, my goodness. Right, let's get straight down to, I don't want to muck about here, but there's a difference of opinion. Ash Lane has gone for De Freitas, unanimous decision. Rick, you've gone for?
I've gone for the KO for De Freitas.
You have indeed. Jack Hughes has gone for UD win for Mauler. Me and 20, just confirm what we did.
Yeah, I've gone for the Mauler. He's going to maul him. Mauler TKO. Get it done, lad. Knock him out first round. He'll knock him out first round. You obviously know nothing about bare knuckle boxing, you boys.
Jam said he'll be within the first 30 seconds. It could be even sooner than that. I don't know. But, I was just enthralled by the name. It enticed me and said, right, I've got to add this guy. Lee and Ryan have gone for the knockout for Mauler as well. And just to confirm, I'm with you 20 on that as well. Right, moving on to the final fight of Fight Week 15. With 3 weeks to go to the end of the season after this week. And we're going to end it with it's a super lightweight affair between Joshua Lupia of Canada and Rhea Mollett of Ireland. Lupia, 27-year-old Orthodox, 16 wins, 14 by way of knockout, and he's undefeated. Last out in November 2024 versus Stuart McClellan, where he knocked him out in the third round of 8th. Rhea Mollett, however, 14 wins, 6 inside the distance with the 2 defeats, 1 draw. He was last out in March with a points win over Rukanasi, who was 17 wins, 13 defeats, and 2 draws at the time. We're going to close off the show. Rick?
Yeah, I've gone for Mollett SD, split decision.
You have indeed. And I love your thinking this week, Rick, because you've gone for a lot of underdogs in there, and it could be a night of upsets. And, what better way to, close
I need
the
to
gap
get the points.
Yes, close the gap on third place. I get it, because there's nothing to lose at this point. And Rhea Mollett, believe it or not, has never been stopped. So all those going for the knockout, including me and 20, just to confirm, you went for the knockout for Lupia.
Yeah, I was debating on Mollett because he's an Irishman, but Lupia's he's good, man. He's gonna and like you say, he's not been stopped Mollett, but Lupia's gonna be the first one to stop him. It's gonna be a TKO later on.
I've just been corrected on that stat. Actually, he has once, says James.
Right.
So yeah, that was my
not
bad.
for a while though.
Once. So, but everybody else has gone for the knockout, Rick, for Lupia, as they did in League 1 as well so far. The 5 out of the 8 who have actually put them in. But look, gents, thanks very much for not only joining us, giving us your time, especially you guys, madmen, to go and you got things to do, but we appreciate your time. Good luck for this weekend. Next weekend, we're back to, obviously some good boxing cards to protect them. But look, this is a slippery, slopey week. This could be the difference between who's gone up, who's gone down, and what positions you're going to be cemented in. So good luck for this weekend and everything and all you're doing. Have a great weekend, everybody. This show is sponsored by EasyStorage.com for all your local and nationwide needs, and of course, Boxing Fight Zone for all your merchandise needs as well. Check them all out in the bios. Thank you very much. My name is Mr. Neutral. This is League Protection. This is Red Corner. I will see you next week.